Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. In today's video, I am going to be story planning using the July release from Colorcast Designs. This release is so fun and has so many summer themed title builders and embellishments, and I just cannot wait to tell some really bright, vibrant, happy stories. So the pieces that I have included in my kit this month is an acrylic that says awesome, this one that says summer, summertime, and there is a piece, a sun, that goes with that as well, or you could use it separately. Summer looks like, fun in the sun, summer shenanigans, sweet treat. And then we have a bunch of these wooden phrase stickers. So like alfresco dining, happy moments, summer vibes, summer days, summer treat, so hot, summer night. Cherish this, adventure awaits, bright sunshiny days. And then we have 3 pieces of fruit, a watermelon, a pineapple, and another watermelon, and 6 of these super cute popsicles. Now, I do know that some of the items in my box this month are not actually included in the subscription kit. I believe that is the 6 popsicles that are possibly not included, and I don't know what else. So my advice is definitely to check out the Colorcast Design website to see what is and is not included in your box this month. I know Jessica didn't have enough time to get some of our wood veneer pieces to us, so she gave us some of the add-ons instead. So you likely will have a lot more wood veneer in your box. But like I said, definitely check in with her website to see what exactly is included and what isn't. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to try doing this time as I am project planning is something a little bit different. So I picked up from my local big box Target store this magazine. I really like to look at home decor type of magazines, and I really like more modern. I like modern farmhouse, but I also like some with a little bit of a traditional twist on it, some with a mid-century twist on it. But for me, it's really how the magazine looks on the inside that makes me like, or, it makes me feel attracted or not attracted to whatever is inside. So I picked up this magazine because I immediately liked it as soon as I started flipping through the pages. But I actually got this not for design tips for my house, but to actually take this magazine and turn it into ideas for scrapbook layouts. I really like to create spreads that are grids, that have clean lines. You guys probably know that about me at this point in time. So to help me get some fresh ideas on different configurations and layouts and whatnot, I thought that this would be a really great opportunity to dive into something new and take some of the ideas from this book and turn it into stories that I'm telling with the products that I've got. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to take these pieces and this book, and I'm going to design stories, or I'm going to decide on stories to tell based on the titles, but then I'm going to use my book over here to help me come up with the actual designs for those stories. I hope that all makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward while I work through all of this. And then once I have this done, we will slow back down and finish out our video for today. All right, friends, so I'm going to start working through my planning process here by just setting these pieces in little groupings of where I think they would go. So things that would go well together, story ideas that came up, those types of things. And then I also brought over this older acrylic piece that I got. I believe that was in like a mixed bag from maybe in, November, or not. Is November Black Friday? Yes, from like Black Friday season. So summer vibes, and I have it where there's no inside pieces. It's just the outside piece, and I liked the way that that looked with those cute little popsicles. So setting all of that to the side for now. Then I am pulling out some of my planning sheets, which I always have linked up in all of my videos. So if you're ever looking for where to find those, you can find them there. You can also find them here in Patreon. I have an entire post for those. So maybe it's under the resources tab or tag, I think is what they call them here. So you can find those here as well. Okay, so we are just getting all of that set aside and taken care of into the different sizes and places I want them to go. And then we're going to start getting to work designing ideas and sketching these out. So the first one I want to work on is the opening page to my magazine. I instantly felt drawn to this page. I like the way that there is a lot of white space around the photo itself. And then there is the large portion available for the photo. A title could go underneath the photo in that dark gray section. And then where you see the table of contents listed out, I figured that that could actually just be journaling that goes underneath. You could even work, put some of those photo corners, which you can see on the page that there are corners on, or like there are lines that create a corner on all of the corners. You could do something like that. Maybe I'll look at some, doing that as well. And then, calling that good. So for mine, I decided that I wanted to pull out some kind of pattern paper that I could put at the base of my photo, and that would go behind this word awesome. I needed the word to pop off the page a little bit because I did take the backing off of it. And so here's an example. I talk a lot about like backing off, backing on. Here's an example of what it looks like when the backing is taken off. It's just a little bit more iridescent. It's a little bit brighter. So really you can do it either way. I for the most part, like to leave my backing on because I find it easier to adhere down. So for that one, I will probably stitch it on top of that pink paper, which is just a scrap piece of paper from my pattern paper stash. And then I'll add that onto the page with the photo and my journaling underneath. This next one is the advertisement page from the magazine. And I actually really love the orientation of the grid. I like that there is a larger section in the middle where I could put a title and where I could also put my journaling. And then the idea of adding photos all the way around it with maybe some of those wood veneer pieces that you can see in the middle of the screen. So that is my plan. I'm going to create a space for the summer shenanigans. I'm thinking this will be a great opportunity to tell the story of a wine tour that I just recently got back from. I should also mention the awesome story. I just recently got the opportunity to meet one of my crafty friends from online in person. So I'm going to tell the story of getting to meet her and going to dinner with her and her husband and me and my family. So that's going to be the first story that we put together. This one is going to be to document the wine trip that I took. And I am very excited to use that idea. I also will put some stitching around the outside to mimic the border outline that they had on the magazine page as well. This one right here, I was inspired to tell the story of getting some ice cream with the kids. I pulled out this page from my magazine. I love how there's the thicker border around the outside and that the photo itself goes across the middle. I thought that photo design was pretty nice. I could have left the border off of the right side, but I decided to just carry it all the way around. I think that will make it feel a little bit more finished, I suppose. And then I'm also going to find some kind of tiny phrase sticker to put underneath the sweet treat title there at the top. And then I'll use the bottom to do my journaling. This one, for those of you watching the planning process, this one has already been completed and shared on Instagram. So if you want to see how that one came together, you can go find it there, or on Wednesday, I will put it in that post as well. So you can see how this one turned out from comparing sketch to, the actual finished page. I wanted to pull out the paper to use for this. I was debating between these two. So these are both from Vicki Boutin. They're both from Color Story. I don't remember the exact names of them, but I do make sure to link them for you. So if you're looking for them, you can find it. I ultimately decided to go with the one that's got more rectangular boxes type of look with all the different colors. Next, I'm going to move on to the summer vibes page idea. For this one, I'm going to use the double page. So you can see sort of on the left side, there's a full page photo. It's got a border around it, which I got to decide if I want to put a border around mine as well. And then it's got the title and some text up in the sky of the photo. And then on the opposite side, there are a bunch of smaller photos with text that pertain to each one of them. So what I thought could be fun for this page would be to do a full page photo on the left-hand side with the summer vibes acrylic piece up in the sky and maybe some journaling underneath that. And then for the right side to sort of kind of mimic the magazine there, but to do the 12 2x2 squares, adding in photos, and then I can add in some pattern paper or some stamped paper or something like that with the popsicles in order to help the popsicles pop and give them a purpose. And then I will probably add tiny phrase stickers underneath the popsicles as well. For the acrylic piece, I want to back the word summer, so I pulled out the like rainbowy pattern paper, and that's what I'll use to back it. So now we're going to move right along. For this next one, I love the page there on the left that there were 4 main photos with a block of text in the middle of them. And then on the right-hand side, there is a full page photo with the title or some, writing up at the top of the photo. So this one I'm going to mimic and do a story. This is Summer Sunshine. I'm trying to remember what story it was that I wanted to tell with this one. It might have been just going for another ice cream story. I'll have to remember what I was going to turn this story into. But all you need to know is that on the right-hand side, I am going to do a full page photo with the summertime up in the top. I'm going to use the sun up there, and then I've also got an acrylic piece that I'll add. And then on the left-hand side, I'm going to do 4 photos with the section in the middle there for text. And maybe it will come to me, what story I was going to tell there. I really think it was probably like another like random ice cream story with the kids because we took them recently downtown to get ice cream. So I'm pretty sure that is what that one was supposed to be for. This next one is going to go into my niece's story album. And she and her family came over the Father's Day holiday, and we played in the pool. So I have this really super cute picture of her in the pool. I'm going to pair it with the Fun in the Sun acrylic plus the wood veneer piece, add a little bit of text in there, and pretty much call that done. And then this last one says summer looks like. This I want to put in a traveler's notebook and keep the left-hand side pretty clean, just using the acrylic pieces there. So we've got the title and the 3 icon pieces underneath. Then I'll do my journaling underneath that. And then on the right-hand side, what I'm thinking I want to do is add a bunch of photos in a skinny horizontal orientation. So that way I'll be able to document more photos in this traveler's notebook spread. All right, friends, so that gives me 7 stories to tell with my Colorcast Design product. I am really looking forward to telling all of these stories. I am just loving those bright colors and the joyful theme to all of the pieces this month. Now, a couple of these I'm going to create for my creative team assignments, so it is highly likely that you will have already seen 1 or 2 of these spreads already completed. If that spread has a template that I created to go along with it, I will add that to the post that will come out after the live on Wednesday. So that way you can see a photo image of all 7 of these stories, and then all of the templates for recreating those projects inside of Photoshop will be available on that post as well. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to be back again with another process video. So for one of the projects that you see here, and then on Wednesday this week at noon, I will be going live, well, noon Eastern Standard Time, I should say. I will be going live to complete the rest of my Colorcast Designs projects. So hopefully I will see you here then. If you can't make it to the live, that's no big deal. They are all recorded and available for replay, so you can watch them at your convenience. All right, friends, well, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope that you feel inspired to pull out some of your product and tell some summer stories as well. I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Bye, friends.